Hey y'all, welcome to the 𝘠𝘄𝑔𝐾 Cosmetic Designs. I am Patina 𝘠𝘠𝑔𝐾, and today I did a look using the Juvia's Place Nubian Earth palette as well as the OG The Nubian palette. Also, what y'all think about the intro? Yeah, I've been working. Learning stuff and, I don't know, whatever. Just let me know what you think of it. Yeah, so I did the makeup style kind of like how the 𝘠𝘠𝘪𝘢 girl, what do they call that makeup style? I'm gonna put what they call it. It has various names. You have 𝘠𝘭𝘆 Glam or Nigerian 𝘠𝘭𝘆 Glam. 𝘠𝘭𝘆 is like a lavish Nigerian party, like wedding receptions where you just get dressed up and all of that. Then you have, 𝘠𝘠𝘪𝘢 Glam or Nigerian bridal glam. So it has different names that you can call it. But yes, I said 𝘠𝘠𝘪𝘢 glam, whatever I was saying in the beginning. But basically, it emphasizes a flawless full coverage base with bold eyes and lips. And so you definitely got to be up on the skin prep. So it's going to give that hydrating effect. You're going to have precise contouring and highlighting, vibrant eyeshadow and defined liner, and a carefully constructed lip. And so, yeah, you can screenshot that, and that's just going to give you the key characteristics of that makeup style for 𝘠𝘪𝘢 Glam. And so, yeah, it was called different things. So, you know me, I took to Google just to check and see if there is any significant difference in the 𝘠𝘭𝘆 Glam, Nigerian Bridal, or 𝘠𝘠𝘪𝘢 Glam. And no, they're all just different terms for the same general style of having bold, festive, camera-ready makeup for special occasions mainly, but it's used interchangeably to describe the look. And 𝘠𝘪𝘢 is just, kind of slang or a colloquial term for Nigerian. So 𝘠𝘪𝘢 Glam is essentially just Nigerian glam. And so this just kind of breaks down the terms even further, but summarizes it, like I say, 𝘠𝘪𝘢 Glam is the umbrella term for Nigerian glam makeup as a whole, while 𝘠𝘭𝘆 or bridal is specifying the occasion. And the style, though, is going to be consistently bold, vibrant, and glamorous across all three contexts. So use whatever term you want to use, but they're just about the same, or you can just say 𝘠𝘪𝘢 Glam or Nigerian glam makeup as a whole. So you can screenshot these, but yeah, this just kind of breaks down the steps to do the look, But one thing I do know, I don't care what you call it, they are snatched, honey. Contoured, definitely gonna give a high highlight, and the eyes, bold, all the things they said, just so you can see examples of the look. And I know some people like to do their makeup like this every day, and that's all right if that's what you want to do. But you don't have to do your makeup like this all the time. That's why I'm glad to see some of those 5-15 minute type uh quick looks rolling around now, because there's been time for that, because you really don't have to do this every day depending on what you're doing, and especially certain jobs and stuff like that. And nobody got time to be doing their makeup for an hour and stuff like that every day. But now for an occasion, you saw how they said special occasions, honey, have at it, because it's definitely, if you're going to be doing professional photography and all like that, or you need to be seen at a distance, yes, for sure. But of course, if you just want to have fun and play in it, you can do what you want to do, but it looks gorgeous. But yeah, just basically like it's more snatched. I didn't really do like a gel brow, stuff like that, but definitely I went a little harder, did the lashes and the whole 9 compared to what I normally do, because I like a more lived in look. but it's your preference. However, yeah, I wanted to just get all the way glammed up today using this palette and just do it justice for the theme, you know, since it's owned by a Nigerian makeup company. Yes, Juvia's Place founder is 𝘂𝘂𝘕, and she is from Kano, Nigeria. And she was inspired to start the brand because she struggled to find makeup suitable for her deep skin tone while growing up in Nigeria. And we know even in foreign places, India and all these other places too, they're not going to usually use deeper complexed models. They may even use white people or very light people on the beauty campaigns. And that's in the United States as well. And they're trying to get better with that. They are starting to be more inclusive and stuff like that. But especially back in the days, yeah, that's was pretty bad. You wasn't gonna see that. So I get why she would feel that way. And so that was smart of her to capitalize on that need in the market. And she started Juvia's Place in 2016 with $2,000. And the first product was the OG Nubian eyeshadow palette, which you will see. I used the color out of that, you know, in this video as well. So you'll see it. So yes, Juvia's Place is Black owned. We love to support a Black owned business. And 𝘂𝘂𝘕 is from Nigeria. And so I'm Nigerian, you know, Igbo tribes, because my father is from 𝘰𝐵 State, Nigeria. And so that's Igbo tribe. And, you know, he came to the U.S. and eventually ended up in Atlanta. He passed in 2005. So rest in peace, Dad. And if you recognize the last name, then my father's cousin is Chief Pete Edochie, who is a legendary veteran Nigerian actor and prestigious chief. So much love and respect. And then my mom, she is originally from 𝘑𝘶, Clarksdale, Mississippi. So from the deep South. That's why you hear my country accent. And her maiden name is Ellaby. So it's interesting that either way, my last name would have been an E name, either Doche or Ellaby. And if you're into art, and especially if you're older, you may recognize the Ellaby last name through, I think it's my grandmother's cousin. I used to call him Uncle Thomas because he's older than me, but he's technically my cousin, but he's an artist. And so, and he's really, really good. I'm an artist also, and so he's a big influence on how I started drawing eyes, watching him one day. And unfortunately, he's no longer with us also as of 2001. Rest in peace. And he took me to meet Marsha Bolden, and in the article they did on him, he spoke really good things about him. So, yeah, proud of both sides of my family. Now back to my parents. Well, you're wondering how that came together. Well, they met when going to college at University of Wisconsin in Madison, Wisconsin. And so, you know, my mom got pregnant with me. So here I am, Nigerian American. And so I'm Nigerian, you know, Igbo tribe. So yeah, I was excited to try to do that. And that's why I ride so hard for Juvia's Place too. So stay tuned so you can see how I did the eyeshadow and all of that. Also, if you want to see some other lipsticks from the Nubian Earth collection, I did a separate video of that, just of the lips. So if you want to see that, click that. If you're here from that video and you just want to see the full look and how to do it, then thank you for joining me. All right, so let's get started. All right, so first I'm going to put on some eyeshadow primer. This is one I got off of Amazon, but I do like the one from Juvia's Place. I think it's number 2, so I'll put that. But if I can still find this, if it's still on there, this was like a trio, and I'm using Wheat, number 3. All right, so now I got my primer on. So now we're going to do this gorgeous palette from Juvia's Place. And this is the Nubian Earth eyeshadow palette. And these are the swatches going from left to right, top to bottom. Also, there's another one, which is one of their originals, just called the Nubian one. This is the original, the Nubian palette from Juvia's Place. And these are the colors. And these are the swatches from left to right, top to bottom. Which is a good palette too. So if you already have that or like the colors in this better, then you can do one or the other or both. But just so you can see what the palettes look like side by side, you got, this is the Nubian Earth palette. This is the Nubian palette. Gorgeous colors. And so these are the swatches from both palettes. So I will let you know some alternatives if I use something out of this and that you could use from this one or vice versa. Because I think it's only one color that I plan to use out of this. However, the other ones you can use from this palette too. So they're both really good. So the first palette that I'm going to use is from this Nubian palette. This color is the only one that I really want to use from this. And that's going to be kind of like my transition area. Because I just think it matches my outfit real cute. If it wasn't for the outfit, I wouldn't use it. Because these have like some mid-tones and stuff, especially if you're doing a true nude. But since I have like this burnt orange kind of color, that's why I want to use that from this. Let's kind of extend it out some. Then I'm going to take some and go under the eye as well. And so also what I want to do is take a blending brush and just kind of blend it out on those edges up here. So the color I just did was from the Nubian palette, and it's this color right here. Now what I'm going to do to kind of blend some more is from the Nubian Earth palette. I'm going to use this third color right here and just kind of go in and soften it up. That's just only just to kind of blend that line in, make that go in good. But if you were going to continue using this palette, then you could probably use this color in place of what I just did. Now, what I'm going to use for my lid color from the Juvia's Place Nubian Earth palette, I'm going to use this color and do that right on the lid. Pretty. Then, of course, I'm going to take that brush with that first color and just kind of make sure all that's blended in. Put it on the inner corners, that gold color. I'll say take that again and just kind of go on the outside edge. Then for the darker contour shade in the Nubian Earth palette, I'm going to use this color. I think it's really pretty. But if you're going to use this Nubian palette, you can use either that has a little sparkle in there, like the one I'm about to use, or this matte color if you don't want sparkle. It's an alternative, but I'm going to use this one from Nubian Earth. Then I'm also going to take that and go under here too. And I'll go back in with this color. And just kind of go over it and make sure it's blended where the edges are and make sure that color is still there. And then for my brow bone color, I'm going to use this color from the Nubian palette. Right, and then just kind of clean it up a little bit. Make sure that's blended good. Then I'm going to take that stick foundation in 𝘕𝘠𝘪𝘢 and just kind of clean up on the sides right there. Just kind of lift that up a little bit and clean it up. Also, I'm going to use this black kohl liner from Milani and put that on the waterline. And just kind of in the last bit too. And on the top lash bit, kind of smoke it out a little bit. Then I'm going to take that dark brown and just kind of go in it a little bit over that. Just kind of smoke it out. Alright, so I used the pencil liner in that dark brown to just kind of smoke out the line at the top and the bottom. Now I'm about to do some lashes. These are some Christina number 43 lashes I think I got from Amazon. They look like this, kind of wispy. Alright, y'all already know I don't really do the lashes too often, but I figured for this look, I want to do it. Just got my lashes, trying to put some glue on it. Oh gosh, please don't get no glue on that shit. These nails, trying to put them on with nail on because I ain't used to this. I hope I got them. Oh, good. I think I did it. And then let that dry. I'm going to do the other side off camera and then blend it with some mascara and stuff. Alright, so I got them on. I take my black pencil and just kind of go in there. Everything clean and connected. Just take a little mascara and blend your real ones in there. Get the bottoms. Some eyeliner down here still good looking. Then also you can take the comb and go through them too. Make sure they're not clumpy. I'm gonna clean up, just kind of brighten under the eye. So I'm gonna use some of this setting powder from Juvia's Place in Kalahari. I don't want it too matte, but I don't want it too dewy either. So, you know. All right, and then the setting spray that I've been using is the Milani Make It Last original formula. All right, the eyes are doing what it needs to do. Now let's do the lips. All right, so now for the lip liner that I'm going to use, it's from Juvia's Place called Cola. That's the one I'm going to use for my lip liner. Okay, now that's the lip liner, and I'm going to do 2 lipsticks from the Nubian Earth collection. I'm going to do Morocco and Nubian Sand on the inside. Morocco looks like this, and I think that color looks good with what I have on. And then so you can also see Nubian Sand that I'm going to put on the inside of my lip. It looks like this. So I'm going to do those 2 colors. Now with Morocco, I'm going to use a lip brush because I want to go on the outside edges. I'm putting it right below the lip liner. You don't have to do that, but I'm just trying to be a little more precise. I'll give it like a nude, but with some color. I can go back over it with the lip liner. Go back with this cold lip liner. Then I'm going to take the Nubian Earth, put that on the inside. Take my Morocco and go back on the outside. That's a pretty nude, but it still picks up that burnt umber, well, not burnt umber. I'm talking like artist colors or something, but you know what I mean. This burnt orange color mixed in with it. I wonder if that's enough, or should I put a darker lip liner on? Yeah, I still want to keep it kind of nudish, so I'm going to keep that like that. But if you want to, you can go darker. But like I say, the eyes are so strong, so I really didn't want the lips to just do the most. So for the gloss, I'm using this Nubian Earth Lip Reflective Gloss in Oasis. That's this. It's so pretty. I'm going to show you how that looks. Gorgeous. So I'm going to put that on. See how I just kind of adds that to it. I like it. It's just so you can see what it all looks like. These are the swatches. So the first one at the top, that's the Oasis gloss. Next to it is the Nubian Sand. And then the next one is the Morocco. And the last one is the Cola Lip Liner. So that's the combination that I have on my lips right now. If you want to see some more lipsticks from the Nubian Earth collection, then click the link so you can check that out. Because you can switch out the lipstick with this or whatever you want to do with the palette, you know, but just if you want to see the lipsticks, check that out. But I like this combo because it just kind of lets the eyes shine. Because I didn't want to do a dramatic lip and a dramatic eye. I think that's the final look, y'all. I like it. I didn't just want to go too busy with it, you know, like with the blush and everything. I just wanted the eyes to really stand out and the lips to give some color, but still like a nice earthy nude. Yeah, I'm really liking this. So, you know, let me show you the whole look. Pump it out just a little bit. So what do y'all think? I think it turned out cute. Yeah, I've been holding on to that Nubian Earth collection because I just wanted to do a video for before I used it, you know, so I didn't really just get into it. But yeah, definitely what it's saying, it's like a royal nude. So that's why I wanted to kind of tap into that with the theme of the collection. Just kind of do it justice. So I think it looks good. I tried to kind of go a little bit more than what I normally do because, you know, the style of makeup like in Africa, UK, all those kind of places are more dramatic, more snatched. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of wanted to make sure I was extra snatched with this collection since it's Black owned by a Nigerian lady. Shout out. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of make sure I did the makeup in that type of style. And I didn't really do like the gel brow and stuff like that, like how they'll do and stuff. But I did go a little bit harder than what I normally do. And it's cute. So definitely just to kind of be reminiscent of the style of makeup there, as well as using a Nubian Earth palette and, you know, making it do what it do. So definitely cute for the fall or any time of year if you like just a good brown, you know, nude colors. And so, yeah, I really like it. It's snatched and looks good. So this dress is from Fashion Nova. Got it a while ago, but it's cute. Yeah, it was about a year ago, and you know how Fashion Nova be. So, being that it's out, just wanted to give you some alternatives. I know I'm limited to what I can fit in the description box, but I will try to have the links. I may have to shorten it by instead of using the name, use the number. I'm not sure. But yeah, so you can check that or you can look it up on there by the name or just leave a comment of which dress number or whatever item number that you were interested in if the link is not there, and I'll post it as a response. So getting into these Fashion Nova options, the first one resembles the ruched effect of the dress. It doesn't have the deep V, so if you are going to wear a drop necklace, that may be an issue to have to wear a shorter necklace. But yeah, that's the first option. And then the second one is gorgeous. It gives that rust color and it has the deep V, depending on if you want to wear a longer statement piece necklace. The third option gives that nice rust cognac color. And if you want to show a little leg, a little stomach, you know, if you got the body for it as well as the deep V, then that's that option. And then if you want to play up the gold, especially if you're going to accessorize with the gold jewelry, then that gold is gorgeous, especially if you're going to go to something more formal. So yeah, that's pretty too. Now, I also have some Amazon alternatives for you. Number 5, it has the off shoulder and the deep V, as well as the ruching and the earth tone, you know, caramel rust colors. It's not as, you know, rust as the dress I have on, but it still gives that earthy tone. Then option 6, that has that earthy tone as well. And I like that it has the deep V neckline and the ruching as well. And then the ruching flows into a low split. So that's cute as well. Then this is something that's kind of dressy casual. It gives like a dressier moo. You know, I like those, but it's a little bit more form fitting. So these are from the same vendor, but just two different selections of prints. Both are earthy tones, but option 7 is the brown print selection, and the 8th one is coffee print. So it's a little bit deeper and richer in tone. It has that rust color in there as well. So you can dress those up or down depending on how you accessorize it. Like say if you do sandals versus a heel, if you do jewelry or not, or what type, that kind of stuff. And then the last dress option that I have from Amazon is if you want to play up the gold, especially if you're going to accessorize with that. And so I think this is a gorgeous dress, long sleeve, deep V, shows a little leg with the split. And yeah, the main photo was just given real Photoshop. So I just want to make sure that the color looked true to that. So those two pics that stacked on top of each other on the side are from real reviews where people got it. And so yeah, the color and the fabric, you know, it lets you see what that looks like. And it does look like that. And then also like the lady at the bottom looked like she kind of closed it in, old school safety pin. So yeah, it looks like she pinned the DV so it's not as open in the split too. So hopefully that's a good start to kind of help you if you want to achieve, you know, this whole Nubian earth look as far as some dress alternative options. And definitely I love a good burnt orange, especially in the fall. So yeah, I like that color. Very pretty. And this necklace is from Impressive Finds. I got that years ago as well, but I thought it fit the whole Nubian thing. So cute. This is the original unboxing when I bought it back in February of 2019 originally. Ooh, I'm excited. Y'all know as a fellow Black business owner, I support other Black businesses, especially other females. Gotta show love. And I ordered this. And I'm excited to see what it looks like. Empress AK, let's see what it do. I'm all about supporting other empresses and queens doing their thing. Let's see. Because see, she was out of the head wraps that I wanted on her site. So I got some jewelry. Ooh, the packaging. Even just the packaging that came in the mail is pretty. I know that's right. Let me see what it looks like. This satchel looks pretty. Ooh, look at it. Yes, please. It is fit for an empress. Ha! I love it. I love it. I cannot wait to rock it. And then I got some earrings. It's got its own little case. All right, cute. It didn't come as a set, so I can tell that the gold is a little different, but you know what? It's all good. I like this a lot. Even if I don't do these earrings with it, I could either pick up like the diamonds in there or something. I'm gonna make it work. You know I'm gonna make it work. So yeah, I just wanted to show you this. Gorgeous. And The only thing is you saw I didn't wear the earrings this time because you saw that they were just that yellow gold. It didn't really match. It wasn't sold as a set. I tried to match it online, but you know how it goes. I just pick from what's available. So her inventory changes. So it's not available now, but just wanted to give you some alternatives. What I see right now, depending on when you watch this, the 𝘕𝑗 looks good, and that would go well with these dresses that I mentioned earlier. Also, she has Bamako, and I like that it picks up that orange color, and that goes well with these dresses as well. Now, I have some other options from Amazon. Actually, I found my necklace on there, and it's cheaper. I know it's years later, but yeah, the only difference is that it's black in the middle. That literally looks like my necklace. And found some earrings, y'all. I'm gonna get them earrings to match my necklace. I think I did pretty good finding some tassel earrings that match the style of that necklace. So it's kind of like making a set, but that would go great with either one of these golds or any of the dresses that have the deep drop down V neckline. However, that second dress, it's more of a pale champagne gold. So, and especially if you don't want to do that style of jewelry, then I would suggest something like this that gives a little more of a formal, sparkly effect. So, yeah, but if you do want to do that tribal one, then here's an option that is more of a pale gold if you want to go with that style still. Now, here's an option that is chunky and a statement necklace, but it brings more of that brown earth tone instead of just all gold. And that would eat with these outfits right here. So, yeah, and it's a set, so it has the earrings with it too. And then if you want something a little more dainty and not as chunky, but still goes well with the drop down V-neck lines, this is gorgeous. It's a set and it has various colors of the brown and orange. So that could go with any of these dress options that I showed. So yeah, hopefully that helps with the jewelry alternative options to bring out that Nubian earth look. And the shoes are the heel. I'm trying to show it y'all. A mess. Anyways, this is a closer up view of the shoes that I have on. It's soft leather. And so I don't have the link for these shoes. However, I do have some alternatives. And so these are from Amazon. And so the first one is shaped like it. The heel looks a little higher and it's a patent leather. It's more of a cool toned brown, but the second one brings out that warm rust type of brown. And then the third one just gives you a neutral nude tone. And then some examples of some of the dress options that I showed earlier, like those two would go great with the first, the more warm rust tone ones with that second color, and then that brown print. That one actually can go with any of these shoes because it picks up all the colors, but definitely it can go well with the nude one. And then the gold shoe, if you don't want to do a sparkly shoe, then you can do a nude shoe for that one as well. And then these last Amazon options are some gold ones. So the top two ones, if you do want a sparkly gold shoe, and then the sixth one is just a solid gold shoe. I picked the first two just if you want to do something with that sparkly gold dress. However, it is hard to match. I'm not sure if the colors are off because of the site. So again, that's why I said you can play it safe with that nude shoe. However, with the gold, solid gold 6 shoe, that can go with the gold dress or any of the other colors, especially if you're going to pair it with that gold jewelry. So yeah, that 6 shoe just looks like it pairs well with that particular shade of gold, antique gold, yellow gold, not the pale gold, champagne gold. Now I do have 4 Fashion Nova shoe options. The first two has that rust color. I thought the crochet pump was kind of different. And then number 8, that's that mule style patent leather pump. The 9 is mule style, but that has like that sequence. So if you do want a shorter heel to pair with that gold sparkly dress, then that's an option. And then you definitely can't go wrong with a nude classic pump. Then for the last 2 options, I got you some from Shein. That first one looks just about like my shoe. And they do have some other colors. So that's a brown that's a little darker brown. Then they have a brown that's a little bit lighter. And then they have one that says red, but it kind of gives that rust brown color to me. So that's a good shoe option. And then the last one is like the sling back shoe, and that's that patent leather rust color. So that's really cute too. So hopefully this helps with some shoe alternative options to help you complete your Nubian Earth look. Yeah, this look is cute for the fall, but giving the whole Nubian Earth vibes. So if you want to see all the other lipsticks that you can do with this, you know, from the Nubian collection, and some glosses as well, then check out the link so you can look at that. So thank you for watching. Hope this was helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe. Click the bell so you can get the notifications, and stay tuned for more. Bye.